Okay, so just a brief introduction. Maybe you already found out that we will have 5 modules, and the idea about this is I had already given a course of 4 classes of dreams, and it's here in Ontogony. It's something that I've taught in different places. And of course, it's a quite interesting topic and sometimes important for some people. So I decided to delve into the subject with more detail in dream management because sometimes it's worth it to go a bit deeper. So I'll tell you about this first module. What I would have liked, this is about what I would have liked to be taught in university regarding dream work, at least to have some idea about what I could do with dream work, because it took me a long time working with people, learning therapy, about how important it is to understand our dreams, manage our dreams. And it's very strange to me that, for instance, in university, in clinical psychology, they give you just a tiny bit of dream interpretation or dream work, and then if you take any specialty in therapy, for instance, Jungian, maybe they go deeper into dreams, but more from the vision or from the model of each of the authors that they're following. So really, for me, an introduction was lacking, an introduction of what this world of dreams would be and what we can use it for. So this module is for that. It's introduction. It's that introduction, a lot from, or mainly from a psychological perspective, because I think it's the most adequate for understanding this world. And a few ways to work with dreams, to interpret dreams, that might give you a certain foundation for delving deeper into your own dreams. And then the 4 remaining subjects, or the four remaining modules, they will be a bit more specialized. Jung has to be studied in a bit more detail, and that will be the next module. There's an aspect of Kabbalah that isn't touched upon regarding dream work, which I think is quite important, because if you remember, and if you don't remember, find out, in the Bible, in the Old Testament, many of the important things that happen in Revelation happen through dreams. So I think that just as how today, through Vairayana, more importance is given to, for instance, dream yoga, to dreams through dream yoga, it's good to recover that part. I'm saying hello to Katerina's child. That part of dreams from the biblical tradition. And that takes us to the 4th module, which is this whole dream of psychism within dreams. And the last module is this heightened experience that we could call prophetic dreams. They're basically dream travels of the soul. So basically the idea is, since it's basically a mini series of 4 sessions, well, in video this is actually a long time, but it's sort of to give the foundation in each subject and each thing. So this foundation is, why do we work with dreams in psychology? What advantage can I have if I work with dreams? What can I do for working with dreams? And in that way, the idea for each of the modules is to give a foundation. Of course, a course of this kind will never touch upon everything that can be covered, but it's a good foundation, I think, and I hope that at least you get entertained and that it can at least be useful for something, and if not, well, thank you for contributing to my economy. So, well, an important point is the time that we spend dreaming in our life. And this is quite impressive because in the studies that have been done regarding dreams, which generally are based on the experience of the average of people, this means people that aren't necessarily working with their dreams, people who aren't necessarily practicing or doing spiritual practice with their dreams, etc. There's an average there that about 3 hours, we spend about 3 hours during the night dreaming. And that average that's an average for people who are not working with their dreams. So this means that if you start working with your dreams, it's quite common that these hours are going to increment. For instance, I was at a dream yoga retreat, and the only thing I would do was sleep, and I would dream most of that time. So it would be about 16 hours each day for me. So this means that in my experience, I have seen this. If one starts to work with dreams, the dreams increment. And these 3 hours are quite relative. So if you start thinking just simply about the 3 hours that people dream on average, let's say that a person reaches 70 years old. In 70 years, with 3 hours of dreaming each night, they have dreamt a bit over 9 years. So out of 70 years, you've spent 9 of them dreaming. And this is important because the message is quite clear. Dreams are very important for human experience. They are a vital part. 12.5% of our average time. I mean, as I said, if you practice, this time will increment. But, something has to be there for us, of course. It can't just be that there's a waste in nature in that sense. Nature isn't wasting our time. So this opens an interest just because of the time that we spend dreaming.